Let me tell you a story you have heard 1,000 times. Boy meets girl. They lock eyes across a crowded room. The music swells. The birds sing. They fall in love. And they live happily ever after. Bullshit. This is not reality. This is Disney. This is Hollywood selling you a drug called romance to keep you docile. And just like any other drug, the come down is brutal. Here is the cold, hard truth that nobody wants to tell you at a wedding. Unconditional love does not exist unless you are a dog, a baby, or dead. If you are an adult human being, love is not magic. Love is a transaction. Love is a marketplace. Love is a value exchange. Oh, that's so cynical, you say. That's so unromantic. Is it? Let's test it. Imagine you stop working tomorrow. You lose your ambition. You stop showering. You gain 100 pounds. You become angry and bitter. Will your partner still love you? Will they still look at you with stars in their eyes? No, they will leave. Why? Because you broke the contract. You stopped providing the value they signed up for. Men provide security, status, resources, stoicism. Women provide beauty, fertility, nurture, peace. I am generalizing, but biology doesn't care about your modern exceptions. When the value stops, the transaction ends. If you stop paying rent, the landlord evicts you. If you stop paying relationship rent, value, your partner evicts you. It is that simple. But we are raised on this poison called the One. We are told there is a magical soulmate out there who will complete us, who will fix our broken pieces, who will love us just for being us. This is the most dangerous lie in human history. It makes you weak. It makes you lazy. You think, if they really loved me, they would accept me at my worst. No, nobody wants you at your worst. They want you at your best. Relationships are not a refuge from the harsh world. Relationships are the harsh world, just with better lighting. It is a constant negotiation. Every day, your partner is subconsciously asking, is this still the best deal I can get? And every day, you must answer, yes. If you are watching this and you are heartbroken, if you are watching this and you feel betrayed, it is because you believed the Disney lie. You thought love was a safety net, but love is a high-wire act, and there is no net. In this series, we are going to strip away the romance and look at the biology of desire. We are going to look at hypergamy, why women date up and men date down. We are going to look at the sexual marketplace value, SMV, your literal price tag in the dating world. And finally, I will teach you the high-value protocol, how to become a man who doesn't chase love, but attracts it like a magnet because his value is undeniable. But first, you have to kill the boy inside you, the boy who wants a mommy to tell him he's special. You are not special. You are a product on a shelf. And if you want to be bought, you better be the best product in the store. In the next part, we will look at the biology of the market. We are going to discuss hypergamy, the Briffault's law, and why nice guys finish last, not because they are nice, but because they are biologically useless. You are angry. I can feel it through the screen. But my grandmother was married for 50 years. True love exists. Yes, but your grandfather didn't just exist. He provided, he built, he protected, he fulfilled his biological contract. To understand the market, you must understand the biological imperative. Nature does not care about your feelings. Nature cares about survival. Nature cares about the next generation. The rule of hypergamy. This is the uncomfortable truth that society tries to hide. Women date up and across. Men date down and across. This is called hypergamy. Biologically, a woman is designed to seek the highest value male she can secure. Why? Because for 200,000 years, pregnancy was a vulnerability. A pregnant woman in the jungle could not hunt. She could not run fast. She needed protection. She needed resources. She needed a man who was competent. She didn't need a man who was nice and wrote poetry. She needed a man who could kill the tiger and bring back the meat. So deep in her DNA, she is scanning you. She isn't looking for kindness as a primary trait. She is looking for capability. Can this man survive? Can this man lead? Is this man respected by other men? If the answer is no, her biology repels you. She gets the ick. The ick is just her ancestors whispering to her, "Do not breed with this weak male. Our children will die." Briffault's law. There is a brutal law in nature called Briffault's law. It states, the female, not the male, determines all the conditions of the animal family. Where the female can derive no benefit from association with the male, no such association takes place. Read that again. No benefit, no association. This is the transaction. If you stop being beneficial, financially, emotionally, physically, the association dissolves. Men think relationships are a status quo. Once you are in, you are safe. Number. Relationships are a subscription service. You have to renew your value every single month. The nice guy fallacy. This brings us to the tragedy of the nice guy. You know him. Maybe you are him. He does everything right. He listens. He buys flowers. He is never angry. And yet, she leaves him for the jerk. Why? Because nice is not a currency. Nice is the baseline. Being nice is like having wheels on a car. It is expected. But nobody buys a Ferrari just because it has wheels. They buy it for the engine. They buy it for the power. The jerk, often a high-status male, displays power. He displays independence. He displays that he doesn't need her approval to survive. That is intoxicating to the biological brain. The nice guy displays dependency. He displays fear. He is afraid to offend her. And fear is the ultimate turnoff. The lifeboat test. Imagine the Titanic is sinking. There is one spot left on the lifeboat. Does she save the nice guy who cries and begs? Or does she save the strong man who is calm, who organizes the others, who displays utility? She saves the utility. You want to be loved? Stop trying to be sweet. Start being useful. Start being formidable. Start being the man who gets on the lifeboat because the world needs him to be there. But how do you measure this value? Is it just money? Is it looks? In the next part, we are going to break down sexual marketplace value, SMV. I am going to give you the literal scorecard. We will calculate exactly what you are worth in the dating market and why some men are inflation-proof while others are crashing to zero. If love is a market, then you are a stock. And right now, we need to find out, are you Apple or are you Blockbuster? Are you appreciating in value or are you crashing to zero? This is called sexual marketplace value, SMV. Society hates this concept. They scream, people aren't numbers. You can't score a human being. Biology disagrees. Every time a woman looks at you, her brain runs a rapid calculation. In less than 3 seconds, she has assigned you a score. If the score is low, you are invisible. If the score is high, you are a candidate. So what is the formula? For men, SMV is calculated on 4 pillars: looks, money, status, and game. 1. Looks, the wrapper. Don't lie to yourself. Looks matter. But for men, looks isn't just a pretty face, it is health. Are you fat? Then you signal low discipline and poor genetics. Are you weak? Then you signal inability to protect. Do you dress like a teenager? Then you signal low status. You don't need to be a male model, but you must look like a killer. You must look like you can handle violence if it comes to your door. 2. Money, the engine. Resources, provision, security. In the modern world, money is the spear. Money is the shield. A man without resources is a soldier without a weapon. You cannot protect a family with good intentions. You protect them with assets. Money buys freedom. Money buys health. Money buys the ability to say no. If you are broke, your SMV is capped. You are playing the game on hard mode with one hand tied behind your back. 3. Status, the brand. This is the most misunderstood pillar. Status is not fame. You don't need 1 million followers. Status is respect. Do other men respect you? When you walk into a room, does the energy shift? Women are social creatures. They look at who other men look at. If you are the leader of your tribe, even if it's a small tribe, your status is high. If you are the follower, the jester, or the invisible man, your status is 0. 4. Game, the marketing. Game is simply social intelligence. It is the ability to communicate your value without saying it. It is charisma. It is humor. It is the ability to create tension. You can have the money and the looks, but if you are boring, if you are awkward, you lose. Game is the sales pitch for the product that is you. The cruel timeline, the wall. Now, look at the graph again. Notice the lines. They are not the same. Women peak early. Their SMV is tied heavily to youth and fertility. They start high. They hold the power in their 20s, but then, the wall. Around 30 to 35, the biological value starts to decline. This is nature. It is not personal. It is just time. But look at the men's line. Men start low. At 20, you are nobody. You have no money. You have no status. You are invisible. But if you build, if you work, your value climbs. A man hits his peak at 35, 40, even 45. Why? Because that is when you have the money and the status and the maturity. You become an appreciating asset. This is the unfair advantage of being a man. You have a harder start. You have to climb a mountain of rejection. But if you survive the climb, the view from the top is spectacular. While everyone else is fading, you are just getting started. So stop crying about rejection in your 20s. You are supposed to be rejected. You are a rookie. Build the value. Build the resume. Become the man who is undeniable at 35. But how do you do that? How do you actually build this high-value lifestyle without becoming a fake, cringy alpha male caricature? In the next part, we are going to break down the high-value protocol. I am going to give you the daily habits and the mindset shifts you need to install right now to start climbing that graph, to stop chasing butterflies and start building the garden. So the market is cold. The math is brutal. What do? Do you cry? Do you complain on the internet about how women only want bad boys? No, that is weak. You adapt. You evolve. You conquer. Stop chasing butterflies. If you chase butterflies, they fly away. But if you build a beautiful garden, the butterflies come to you. And even if they don't come, you still have a beautiful garden. This is the high-value protocol. It is the shift from being the hunter, desperate, chasing, to being the prize, abundant, attracting. Step 1. Physical sovereignty. Become dangerous. You cannot negotiate from a position of weakness. If you are physically weak, your kindness is not a choice. It is a necessity. You are nice because you have to be. That is not virtue. That is cowardice. You need to lift heavy iron. You need to learn how to fight. Jiu-jitsu, boxing, Muay Thai. Not because you want to hurt people, but because a man who is capable of violence but chooses peace is respected. A man who is incapable of violence is just harmless. Women can smell the difference between harmless and dangerous but controlled. They want the monster who is on a leash, but only she holds the leash. Step 2. Financial autonomy. The walk-away power. Money is not about buying her a purse. Money is about options. The man with options is the man with power. If you are broke, you are terrified of losing her. You tolerate disrespect because you have no other choice. If you are successful, you know you can survive without her. This creates a powerful psychological dynamic called dread game. She needs to know, deep down, that you could replace her. Not that you want to, but that you could. This subtle anxiety keeps the attraction alive. It keeps the transaction honest. He chooses me every day, even though he has options. That is the highest compliment you can give a woman. Step 3. The mission. Purpose over pleasure. Here is the biggest mistake men make. They make the woman their mission. They center their whole life around her. What do you want to do, honey? I'll do whatever you want. This sounds romantic. It is actually repulsive. A woman does not want to be your mission. She wants to join you on your mission. She wants to be the first mate on your ship. She does not want to be the ocean you are drowning in. You must have a purpose that is bigger than her. A business, a legacy, a goal. If she asks you to choose between the mission and her, you choose the mission. Paradoxically, this makes her love you more, because it proves you are a man of principle, not a man of pleasure. The mental switch, scarcity versus abundance. Most men operate in scarcity. She is the only one. If I lose her, I will be alone forever. This reeks of desperation. It lowers your SMV instantly. High-value men operate in abundance. There are 4 billion women on Earth. If this transaction is bad, I will find another deal. This is not arrogance. This is market reality. When you internalize this protocol, the dynamic flips. You stop auditioning for her. She starts auditioning for you. You become the buyer, not the seller. In the final part, part 5, we will talk about the deal. We will discuss how to structure a relationship once you have attained this value, how to protect your assets, how to lead without being a tyrant, and the final brutal truth about loyalty. So, you have built the value. You are fit. You are rich. You are dangerous. Now you are ready to make the deal. This is where most men fail. They do all the work to become a high-value man, and then the moment they get the girl, they revert to being a simp. They stop leading. They get comfortable. They hand over the keys to the castle, and the transaction collapses. The captain and the first mate. A relationship is not a democracy. It is a hierarchy. Someone has to drive the ship. If 2 people try to steer the wheel, the ship crashes. Biologically, women want a captain. They want a man who says, "This is where we are going. Pack your bags, let's go." They do not want a man who asks, "Where do you think we should go? What do you want to do? Is this okay?" Indecision is weakness. When you lead with competence, she feels safe to relax into her feminine energy. When you force her to lead, she resents you for making her do your job. Boundaries, the terms of service. Every high-value man has non-negotiables. You must have boundaries. I do not tolerate disrespect. I do not tolerate drama. I prioritize my mission over your mood swings. If she crosses a boundary, there must be a consequence. You must be willing to walk away. The moment you are afraid to lose the deal is the moment you have already lost. A woman cannot respect a man she can control. She wants to know that your standards are higher than her feelings. Loyalty is rent. Finally, let's talk about loyalty. Men think loyalty is a permanent state, like a tattoo. No, loyalty is rent. It is due every single day. She is loyal to your competence. She is loyal to your future. If you stop growing, if you become stagnant, her eyes will wander. This sounds cruel. It is not. It is biology protecting the gene pool. It forces you to stay sharp. It forces you to be the best version of yourself forever. The paradox of love. Here is the final paradox. The only way to keep a woman's love is to not need it. If you need her validation to feel like a man, she becomes your mother. If you want her company, but are perfectly happy alone, she becomes your partner. Be the man who is whole on his own. Be the man who is on a mission so important that a relationship is just a nice bonus, not the main event. Conclusion. The one does not exist. There is no soulmate waiting to fix you. There is only the market. There is only value. There is only the man you build in the mirror. Stop looking for the right person. Become the right person. Stop trying to buy love with kindness. Attract love with power. The world is cold, but if you light a fire, everyone will come to sit by it. Build the fire.